Hello friends, this is Parvati Krishnan. Today we are going to see about the basic topic about vegetables. This is our contact details. If you have any doubts regarding this topic, you can contact us. Let us start from the introduction part of the vegetables. All you know about vegetables or plants or parts of plants that are used as food. Those plants or part of plants that are served as a raw or cooked as a part of main course of meal. It supplies many nutrients and it provides variety to the diet. They make the food attractive by their color, texture and flavor. Though Indian population is mostly vegetarian, so the intake of vegetables has been too low in daily diet. At the same time, people do not eat vegetables or eat less in quantity because they are expensive and need more preparation time. Sometimes due to unavailability in particular place or season results in less consumption of vegetables. As they are perishable, the consumption would be limited if storage facilities are not available. Various parts of the plants are used as a food. Now we will see the classification of vegetables. Vegetables are classified according to the parts of the plant consumed or color of the vegetable or according to their nutritive value. Vegetables are classified as roots, tubers, bulb, leaves, flowers, fruits, legumes, seed sprouts, stems, fungi and algae. Let us see the examples. In roots family, it includes carrot, beetroot, turnip, radish, tubers, potatoes, sweet potatoes, tapioca, bulb-like vegetables are onion, garlic, leaves, cabbage, lettuce, spinach, amaranth, fenugreek leaves, flowers like vegetables, plantain flower, cauliflower, fruits like vegetables, tomatoes, brinjal, lady's finger. Similarly, legumes, peas, beans, broad beans, French beans, stems like plantain stem, ginger, amaranth stem, seed sprouts like green gram, Bengal gram, fungi, mushroom, algae, spirulina. Next important one is nutritive value. Vegetables are called as protective foods because they are rich in minerals and vitamins. Nutritionally, they are classified into three groups: green leafy vegetables, roots and tubers, and other vegetables. Let us see these three groups in detailed forms. First one is nutritive value of green leafy vegetables. Green leafy vegetables are a good source of vitamins and minerals, and they are excellent in carotene, which are converted to vitamin A. Greener the leaves, the higher the carotenes. Beta carotenes are also good antioxidants. Greens are good source of B vitamins, particularly riboflavin and folic acid, and GLV also contain vitamin C, and so we can be used as substitute for fruits. Then it is also rich in iron. For example, the leaves normally discarded like cauliflower leaves and beetroot leaves are excellent source of iron. Then agathi, drumstick leaves and fenugreek leaves contribute calcium in our diet. But the availability of calcium and iron are hindered by the presence of oxalic acid. At the same time, GLV have a high moisture content and they are not good source of protein, fat and carbohydrate, and hence they do not contribute to the energy value of food. Greens are good source of fiber which help in preventing degenerative diseases. Of all the green leafy vegetables, agathi is the most nutritious. Next one is the nutritive value of roots and tubers. Roots and tubers give more calories compared to GLV because they contain more starches. Carrots contain carotene. Then they are fairly good source of vitamin C. Then roots and tubers are poor source of calcium, iron, protein and B vitamins. Last one is nutritive value of other vegetables. Other vegetables contain high amount of moisture and hence they are perishable. They are generally poor in all nutrients, then fairly good source of vitamin C. It contributes to fiber content of the diet. Plantain green contains high amount of iron. Capsicum contains vitamin C. Small bitter gourd is more nutritious than the ordinary one. Next, we will see the pigments. The various pigments contained in their tissues. Most of the pigments occur in plastids of the cell. The chief pigments of the fruits and vegetables are classified as water insoluble and water soluble. First, we will see the water insoluble pigments. Chlorophyll. The green pigment of leaves and stem are present in the chloroplast along with some carotenes and xanthophylls. Two chlorophylls are present. They are chlorophyll A, which intense blue-green in color, and chlorophyll B, which is dull yellow-green in color. Chlorophylls are insoluble in water and present in unripe fruits. It is present in GLV, it means green leafy vegetables, capsicum, beans, peas and chilies. Another water insoluble pigment is carotenoids. These are yellow, orange, red fat soluble pigments. In plants, carotenoids are present as alpha carotene, beta carotene, gamma carotene, xanthophylls and cryptoxanthin. Of all the carotenoids, beta carotene is valuable in the synthesis of vitamin A. Cryptoxanthin are present in corn, lycopene are present in tomatoes, and xanthophylls are present in carrots. Next one is water soluble pigments. They are soluble in water. These pigments are called as flavonoids. Flavonoids are classified into anthocyanins and anthocyanthins. Anthocyanins are colored from red to purple. The anthocyanthins are colorless or white. Anthocyanins, they are present in cherries, red apples, blueberries, red grapes, etc. The red color in the skin of radishes and sweet potatoes and red cabbage is also due to anthocyanins. It is purple color in brinjal and it is water insoluble. Next one is betalins. Beta-xanthin and beta-cyanins are together called as betalins. They are violet, medium to red and low orange in color. Example, beetroot. Now we will see the classification of anthocyanthins. These are colorless or pale yellow pigments closely related to anthocyanins. They are colorless or white to yellow depending on the pH. Anthocyanthins are classified as flavones, flavonols, flavonones and flavonols. Again, flavonols are classified into two. One is catechins, another one is leucoanthocyanins. Flavones include retinol. Flavonols include camphorol. It is found in plant and plant derivative foods. Example, tea, spinach, beans, etc. Flavones includes naringin. It is responsible for the fruit's bitter taste. Next, gallocatechins. It includes catechins. It is a chemical compound. Next one is the leucocyanidins. It is a colorless chemical compound. Anthocyanthins give color to cauliflower, onions and spinach or other leafy vegetables. In GLV, the color is masked by chlorophyll. Now we will come to the flavor compounds. Flavor of fruits and vegetables are extremely important to the diet. The natural flavors of vegetables are due to mixtures of aldehydes, alcohols, ketones, organic acids and sulfur compounds. There are two types of vegetables have strong flavors. Those belonging to the onion family such as onion, garlic, leeks, and that of cabbage family such as cabbage, turnips, brussels sprouts, cauliflower, and mustard. Then we will come to the selection of vegetables. Let us see how should we select the vegetables. First one is beans. Beans should be selected as a tender, fresh, crisp, clean, firm, velvety to touch. Seeds should be less than half grown and should break with a sharp sound. Cabbage should be selected as a fresh, should be compact, no insect holes, no yellow or withered leaves. Carrots should be selected as a firm, fresh, smooth, yellow-orange in color. There should not be any wilted, soft or flabby portion. Cauliflower should be selected in a compact, no insects, fine heads, tender green leaves, should not be rough. Flowers should not be spread out. The flowers should not be yellow. Yellow color indicates over maturity. Brinjal should be selected in a firm, bright, uniform dark rich purple or green color, free of scars or decay, should not be wilted, flabby or soft, no insect holes. Lady's finger should be selected as a young, tender, fresh tips should be easily broken, should not have any holes which indicate infestation, should not be hard while cutting. Greens should be selected as a tender, fresh dark bright green, no holes in the leaves, no withered leaves, no soft portion of leaves. Greens should be crisp and stem should be thin. Tomatoes should be selected in a bright red color, firm, should not be soft, plump body with uniform red color, no holes, no softness, no black, not overripe, no cracks. Now we will see the changes during cooking of vegetables. Vegetables are cooked to improve the color, flavor and texture, by which overall palatability is improved. At the same time, digestibility is also improved. The fiber becomes soft, starch gets gelatinized and proteins get coagulated. Cooking vegetables adds variety to the diet. Cooking destroys microorganisms. In water content, water may be absorbed if it is cooked in water or steam. Water is removed during baking. Excess water absorption makes the vegetable soggy. The bulk of the green leafy vegetable decreases during cooking and they also become soft. And cellulose and pectic substances. Cellulose and hemicelluloses are softened by cooking. The pectin undergoes some chemical changes and become more soluble. And these changes make it easier to chew and cut cooked vegetables. In other carbohydrates, gelatinization of starch takes place during boiling. Example, during boiling of potatoes. Next one is the browning reaction. It is mostly occur in fruits and vegetables. When fruits and vegetables such as apple, banana, potato and brinjal are cut, there is a development of brown color on the surface due to action of enzymes. This is called as enzymatic browning. When the tissue is injured or cut and the cut surface is exposed to air, phenol oxidase enzymes are released at the surface. So, these act with the polyphenols present in the fruits and oxidizes them to orthoquinones, which gives the brown color to cut tissues. Now we will see the prevention of browning. We can prevent the browning reactions in fruits and vegetables by elimination of oxygen by vacuum packing, inactivation of polyphenol oxidase by applying heat, change of pH to prevent enzyme action, dipping of fruits and vegetables in brine and sugar solutions. Brine means salt solution. Then use of antioxidants such as ascorbic acid to retard oxidation. So far we discussed basic topics about fruits and vegetables. So eat more vegetables and stay happy. Thank you for watching us.